What's up, guys? Before we jump into this video, we want to give a thanks to each and every one of you for sharing your energy with us, helping us to reach to this point and giving us your energy and helping us to get to this goal. But first off, we want to name our giveaway winner, and our giveaway winner is Project Dead Gaming. Be sure to leave a comment video back to this video, that way everybody can see who our contest winner was and see the prizes that you got. Once again, everybody, we thank you so much for all the love and support that you share for us, and with your love and support, we know we'll reach 2,000 subscribers and even up to 9,000. But thanks, guys, for all of your support. We're out. What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with a odd odds deck profile. So let's jump into this deck profile and see what we're coming at you with. We're running 3 of our odd odds Arc Pendulum Dragon. Our main, pendulum monster that you want to see. You want to get this guy into your hand as fast as possible. That way you can get your odd odds plays floating the way you want to. We're also running 3 of the OG original odd odds Pendulum Dragon. This guy's just good for making sure that you can get that extra burn damage on your opponent and just being a really good beat stick. Also too, when he's in the pin scale, to be able to blow him up and be able to get that search for a 1500 lower attack point monster is very useful. Also running 3 of the odd odds Phantom. Phantom is very good. I like his pin summon effect, that he's able to do more damage after he's pendulum summoned. Also too, the fact when he's in the pin scale, to be able to give any of your monsters a 1200 point boost can be very useful getting over some of your opponent's big monsters. Also running 3 of Persona Dragon. Persona Dragon is a good defensive shield. Also too, the main reason why you want to run this at 3, in my opinion, the fact that you can cut off those extra deck monster effects on the field is very, very useful. I'm still going to be rocking the odd odds Mirage. Like I said, guys, to me, run 2 odd odds Mirage is very useful. If nothing else, it could be normal summon. There's times where any deck their deck can stall out. You're not getting what you need. You can still normal summon this guy and just poke for game. Also too, the main thing, he's going to protect himself from being destroyed. And also, if you want to, you can use his effect to protect the other odd odds monsters from being destroyed. So that's very useful. We're running the 1 odd odds Phantasm Dragon. This guy's a beast. This guy, just being a good all-around, just 3K beat stick for the odd odds cards. Also too, if he's in your pin scale, be able to discard a card, set up your graveyard, and still return a card is very useful. Also running the 1 odd odds Dissolver and the 1 odd odds Synchron. These 2 are very useful for opening up extra deck plays. Whether you want to go into fusion plays or synchro plays, however you want to go about it, they're both very, very useful for the deck. We're also running a Morphage little package, and 1 Morphage Goliath and 1 Morphage Sloth. These 2 are very useful and able to slow down the opponent and stopping them for whatever they want to do. Just don't forget their pendulum effects, because they can be very useful to you. Goliath is a macrocosmo, and Sloth is a mistake. So that's very useful, very detrimental cards if you play them, against your opponent. So they can help out a lot in a lot of your plays. We're also running turbo card engines and our Supreme King package of 3 Chronograph Sorcerer and the 1 Time Gazer. Just able to help you to get through some plays, get the plays started the way you want to, pop them, get the Time Gazer out there, and if push comes to shove, one of your monsters get destroyed, especially some of this guy from the hand. That's if you need to get that extra monster on board, he can be very useful. And lastly, for the monsters, we're running 3 Dark Worm and the 1 Gate Zero. Dark Worm is just used in about every pendulum deck that you can find. Just the fact that he can be sent to the graveyard if he's in the graveyard, especially summoning back if you got no monsters on the field, and just start your plays going the way you want to. But that is it for our monsters. For the spell cards, running 1 Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires is just going to be instant Pot of Greed. You throw off the top 10 off your deck, draw 2 cards, very useful to you. Still running the 1 Foolish Burial and the 1 Dragon Shrine. There's plenty of times, like I said, that I'll draw into these cards 2 multiples of it, and having the one foolish bear and the one dragon shrine to be able to send your dark worm off of this and then send another one, that's fine. You can still activate because this is a once per turn effect. This way you can still activate both of them, so it's very useful like that. We're running the best spell on the deck, Spiral Flame Strike. To be able to get out any of your level 7 odd eyes, get them to the hand when you need them. Also too, if you have odd eyes on the field, you can pop one card, so that could be helpful if you have a problematic back row card or problematic monster that can be get rid of with that card, so it's very useful. Also still running 2 Duelist Alliance. Want to see it but don't want to see it too much, but it helps to be able to get those level 7s that we need to the hand as fast as possible. And we're also running the 1 Terraforming and the 3 Sky Iris. This is still all up to personal preference. I still like to see Sky Iris. Sky Iris opens up so many plays for the deck if you have the right combo pieces going for you. Yes, I understand a lot of people don't like to see it in multiples, but there's been many times that people have gotten rid of this card and I've been happy to see that extra copy. And lastly, for the spell cards, we're still running 2 Return to Dragon Lords because I enjoy sending the dragons to the graveyard and bringing them back because the opponent does not see this coming most of the time. And also too, if you do run the Heavenly Spears, the Heraldic Heavenly Spears, this is a way that you could bring out Goliath or Sloth and you can protect them when they're 0 attack and 0 defense. But that is it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're running the 1 Perform Pal Gatling Ghoul. I really like this guy just for the burn damage that you can do. He really can take out your opponent almost on his own depending on how the play is set up, but he's very good for getting in that burn damage on the opponent. Still rocking the 2 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon I feel is very needed for the deck. It is the main boss monster. I think running it 2 is the preferred number, but to be able to spin back on a summon, even when it's special summoned, is very useful, and just being able to get that good negate is very useful. Running the 1 Borlo Savage Dragon. This guy is just, he is savage. He's very savage. The fact is, you can get one of your link monsters. Usually it's going to probably be Electromite. You're going to hook up to it, get those free negates, and it's going to suck up some of that attack points too, so that's very useful. We're running the 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. This guy is just good for making sure that you can either grab a pendulum monster out of the pin scale, special summon it to the field, or just in the battle phase, just making sure that your opponent can't activate those monster effects is very useful. We're running the 1 FA Dom Draxler. This is just to make sure you got another negate on board for those spells and traps. Very useful too. You just want to make sure that you get those as many negates out there as you can. We're running the 1 Odd Eyes Absolute. Odd Eyes Absolute helps to get a lot of your plays going, but one of the main effects I really like about this guy is the fact is if your opponent attacks, you can negate that attack like Utopia, but you're going to be able to special summon Odd Eyes out of the graveyard, so that can help you keep your board presence. We're running the 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. A lot of people have been running the Red Eyes card with this. That's a cool combo. I really like that combo a lot. It's just not my play style. But the thing about it is I really like about this card, the fact is that you can put major damage on board. If you didn't finish off your opponent, you can let them finish their self off. So that's very good. We're running the 1 number 11 Big Eye. Big Eye is just needed in this deck. This was from the days of Dragon Rulers, and Rob, he taught me the power of Big Eye. Big Eye snatch steal their stuff. Get them. We're running 1 Guard Dragon LP. LP is just good for helping to bring out your Morphage monsters or any of your dragon monsters that you might want to bring out of the deck. Just keep more board presence on board. Just very useful. We're rocking the 1 Heraldic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. This card is very, very good. The fact if it's up in your extra deck monster zone spot, it's just another good interruption. And if you tribute this card to bring out one of your dragons out of the deck, yes, it's going to be 0 attack, 0 defense, but that's the reason why I said you want to have Return the Dragon Lords in the graveyard. That way you can protect that monsters and the rest of your other dragons also. We're running the 1 Wee Wee Witch. This girl is just, very useful for making sure that you bump up all your dark monsters. Also very good if push comes to shove, she is destroyed. You are able to either return her or one of your dark monsters to the hand, so it's going to give you a little bit of recursion play. Very, very useful. Run the 1 heavy metal foes Electromite. Electromite helps to start up all the plays. This card, you know, it needs to stay in the game. So as long as we got Electromite, we're gonna keep rocking him. We're running the 1 Zephyr Metatron. The main thing is we got 3 pointers pointing down. It's gonna help to open up so many plays for the deck, and that's what we mainly want him for. But also too, don't forget his other effects for being able to spot removal, very useful. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're running 1 Borlo Dragon. This guy helps you to get over some major monsters. The fact that he can't be, you know, really targeted, you're gonna have to do battle with him, is very useful. And a lot of times you get this on board with some of the vortex, things like that, with your opponent. Your opponent just really can't come over that. But that's it for this deck profile, guys. Thank you guys for all your support. We thank you for everything that you're doing, all your comments, all your shares, all your subscriptions. We thank you so much for it. You've helped us to push so much further and gain new power levels. We thank you for that. And with your support, we know we can get further. This is Emmanuel from Team DBZ Biscuit. We're out.